going on, guys? Back with another one. Matter of fact, I got a new documentary review. That's right. I just finished watching Cannabis Through the Ages. Now, what this is about is pretty much starting from how cannabis, and I'm not talking about the rapper, how cannabis used to be a positive thing. You could use it for rope, clothes, you could treat illnesses, to pretty much just being downgraded and looked down upon, being demoted to the black market use. Which, anything that's used in the black market, well, not anything, but a lot of things in the black market are just low on the moral board. Let's just put it like this: low on that morality board. And they put this in the same category. So it was a lot of disrespect for this at one time. Then it shows how cannabis slowly makes its climb back up. But it's not quite there where it needs to be to this day, in my opinion. Now, my interest in this documentary simply lies upon the fact that I've always wondered why something so harmless as cannabis doesn't hurt anybody, makes people feel good. Why is it hated and feared so much? So much. Yet, we're out here legally selling cigarettes and alcohol, which are far more dangerous. Far more dangerous than cannabis. But yet, it's legally being sold. Doesn't make any sense at all, right? And I always wonder, that's why I had to look into this documentary. That's what pulled me in for this one. Now, I'm doing something different with this documentary review. I'm not going to call these facts fun facts. I'm going to go ahead and say they are not so fun facts for the simple reason that I can't relate any of this to fun. These facts are just ridiculous. Alright? It's just ridiculous. I had to shake my head at a lot of this. The lengths people went through to just hate on cannabis is crazy. It's crazy. And I can't call these fun facts. So, not so fun fact number one. 1961. You have immigrants coming from Columbus, New Mexico. All right, and with them, they're bringing their strong beliefs in the recreational use of cannabis, and they're bringing that with them to America. Now, keep in mind, Americans already are mad at them, thinking that they're going to take all their jobs and all this and whatnot and whatever. And so, with that fear and that hatred, they then associate cannabis with whatever was going on. They associated cannabis with all of that. And that was the initial start of the hatred for cannabis. That was the initial start and misunderstanding of it. And it being brung down. Because they used to love it. They used to love all that. They used to love what cannabis, what it brought, all the uses that it brought. But it just took that to bring that down a whole lot of notches. Alright? Which is just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. Now, not so fun fact number two. In 1936, there was a movie that came out called Reefer Madness, which I already know about. I already know about because I watched the remake with Kristen Bell in it, which was hilarious, by the way. And I recommend y'all go watch that. Y'all go, buy it. Buy that movie. If you can find it, buy it, download it, watch it. That movie is hilarious, by the way. But anyways, yeah. All that I knew already. Right? But you understand, in this movie, they were trying to make reefer looked like it was the devil. Like it caused people to go crazy, be murderous, commit suicide, just act out of their minds. That was the movie. What I didn't know is that they were actually out there in the real world claiming crimes in the fault of cannabis. They were claiming, they were saying that cannabis caused all these crimes for real, in the real world. They were actually doing this. I didn't know they were doing. There was a murder in Florida. A kid, he murdered his whole family. They said he was a cannabis user, and that's why he did all that. When in reality, he had mental issues. The man had mental issues. It had nothing to do with cannabis. That is just out of this world. That blows my mind that they did stuff like that. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Now, not so fun fact number 3, and my last fun fact. Around 1974, the time that I think Reagan was in office, there was an experiment done on some monkeys to try to prove that cannabis causes memory loss, or it eats at the brain cells. So what they supposedly did was have these monkeys in little masks, and they would let the cannabis, seep the cannabis into the mask for like a day at a time, like a little bit of it, days at a time. They said it was over a period of time that they did this. But they lied. They lied. In reality, it was 60 times that much cannabis pumped into the mask, no air, no oxygen, within 5 minutes. These monkeys died not too long after that. These monkeys just they killed over. They killed over, which is crazy. And then they try to blame it and say that the cannabis did this. Lies, complete lies, outrage. See stuff like this, unnecessary links that they went through to put a bad name on cannabis. I had no idea this happened. All right. Mind blown. I don't. There's not a lot I can say about that. That you would. Why would you even do that? Why would you? Already, I'm kind of about animal testing already, but you know, that's how it goes, man. Now, let's get to my forgotten corner and what I think they could have done about this. I mean, they could have added to this documentary. I would have loved to have seen some commentary from celebrities, because this always my automatic celebrities in mind. I would like to hear something from Snoop. Maybe Willie Nelson could have said something about this. Cheech or Chong. Somebody could have had some commentary in this little movie, man, that would have, put even more interest to it. But it was still good. It was still good. Still would love to hear their takes on this. And in conclusion, I have to say that it pretty much just shows you how ignorance can cause a lot of trouble, man. When you're ignorant to something, or to a fact of what things can do, or just not even that, just like something you could, because of your hatred for something else or somebody, or the people who usually take this or use this sort of product, because of that, you'll associate anything they do with that is associated as bad or a negative thing. That's the whole take. That's my whole take on this, from just knowing what I know from this documentary. I'm telling you right now, pay attention to that. Go back, not even just cannabis. on other subjects, other topics. This same mentality is used on a lot of other stuff, which is a lot of things to this day are still looked at as bad when they're not that bad. You dig what I'm saying? I hope you dig what I'm saying. Alright. That's my word on this. Download this documentary. I'll be back. Like, share, subscribe. And I'm out.